Camilla and Fernando met on Tinder. They've been talking for 11 days and 11 nights, and now they're ready to meet in person for the first time. Fernando is a surgeon and thinks that Camilla is a nurse. In truth, she works as a dancer at a famous club in Vegas. When Fernando meets her at the restaurant, he is mesmerized by her beauty. He even jokes that she made a fake profile because in person she looks like an angel. They have a chat and she remarks that he looks very different from his photos on Tinder, and that in person he looks better. She also feels like they've known each other for a long time. They dance salsa and have fun. She is surprised that he is still single, and he thinks the same about her. Then he shows her the suite where he's staying. He promises that she'll remember that night forever. They sleep together, unaware that they're being filmed by her ex-boyfriend Vicente. The next morning, she gets text from her roommate Milenka, who reminds her about the rehearsal. While stretching, she tells her friends about Fernando, that he is Colombian, a plastic surgeon, and lives in Cartagena. She believes that what she has with him is something special and magical, and that she never thought she'd meet a guy like that on a dating app. Fernando also talks about Camilla to his friend Miguel, saying that they have sexual chemistry. Camilla's friends are happy for her, especially as she suffered with her ex, the psychopath Vicente. It turns out her ex is still stalking her at the club, throwing a fit, claiming that he told her to stop doing that. A month later, Camilla and Fernando are still together. When she sees Vicente following her, she reminds him of the restraining order against him, and she vows to call the police. Apparently, he hit her once and put her in the hospital. Vicente warns her that one day someone is gonna break her heart just like she broke his. Then he drives off. Camilla and Fernando meet and head to the beach. She decides to tell him the truth about her job, that she is a dancer at the Golden Lips. She tells him that dancing is her passion. She doesn't lap dance and she definitely never sleeps with the clients. Fernando kisses her and says that she already made him feel a fortunate man, and that his dream is to find his better half, get married, and start a family. Sometime later, Fernando returns to Colombia while Camilla stays in Vegas. He also goes to see her dance, and she visits him in Cartagena. 4 months later, the couple discuss their relationship. Camilla plans to prepare dinner for him that night and introduce him to her roommates Milenka and Erika. She waits for him, but Fernando doesn't show up. She tries to call him, but he doesn't pick up. The next day, he calls her to apologize and explains that he had to go back to Colombia as his sister had an accident. He also doesn't know when he's coming back. Her roommates don't believe him though, making Camilla more depressed. He calls her before her performance, saying that he misses her and that his sister is doing much better, but he still can't see her as he has a busy schedule. Camilla decides to book a flight to Cartagena, Colombia, to visit him. She plans to see him at his cosmetic clinic. When she gets there, she discovers that Dr. Fernando Castel isn't the man she's been dating. It turns out the Fernando she knows made a fake profile. Meanwhile, the fake Fernando hears the voicemail message and learns that she is in Colombia. Camilla tells the doctor that someone is pretending to be him and shows him the fake profile. Camilla doesn't have a picture of him, and a flashback shows that he never let her take pictures of them on her phone, and all their pictures are only on his cell phone. Camilla decides to head back to the airport to return home, but then she gets a call from Fernando, who lies and says that he just landed in Buenos Aires for a business trip, but he promises to see her soon. In the cab, Camilla blames herself for being naive. She then recalls a conversation he had with his friend Miguel about Riviera Esmeralda. She asks the driver about it and learns that it is a residence where the rich people live. The driver takes her there. She is then shocked to see the fake Fernando hugging his wife and daughter. The episode ends with her walking towards him, ready to confront him.